Hello everybody, another beautiful day here in Boston. Let's try to do another yoga. Find your center, whatever works better for you. I always suggest you to start the class and sit down. You sit, close your eyes, or have a soft gaze, and start to focus in your breath. Pay attention to your breath. You breathe very slow and very gentle. Stay in the sit position in the beginning of the class for 1 to 2 minutes, and this is a way to tell your body you're going to start to do something different. You need to prepare your body. That's why when you sit down, you close your eyes or have a soft gaze, you let it go the world outside, and you go inwards, focus on yourself. And then you start slowly, you do some warm up, and then you go a little more gentle poses, and then you can increase in the intensity of the poses. And then in the end, we go a slow, gentle relaxation, and then we go into a meditation. Also, some classes you can do some yoga nidra technique with a deep relaxation. So yoga is about a connection between your body, yourself, your inner self. And every time you start to do the movements, you get to start to do the pranayama, which is the breath exercise. There is several different breaths. In the classes, I highly recommend always to use deep breaths. You inhaling through your lungs. The lung has 3 parts. Here in the Occident, you use only 2 parts of the lungs. So you inhale it deeply. You inhale to the point your belly expanding, and exhaling to the point your belly sunk all the way to your spine. So you are doing that. You are doing the erga breath, the 3 parts breath. Another breath we recommend is Nadi Shodhanam for meditation, and Ujjayi breath. Ujjayi breath through the whole class, I highly recommend if you have experience. This is the breath when you contract your throat, has a hissing sound. So this is a famous joke in yoga. This is the dark Veda breath. So let's start the class today. We're gonna start standing up. You bring your hands in the prayer position from the heart, and just to find a connection with yourself, you're gonna very gentle inhaling up. The Om is the universal song, the primordial song. You can Google in YouTube, there is a lot of videos about the Om. Starting Tadasana. Tadasana, your feet is right under the hips, so your body is even support. Gently you press your thighs back, bring your shoulders up, back and down, so you open your chest, you have more free your lungs. Take a deep breath and start inhale your right arm, and grab your left ear, and bring your right ear to your shoulder. So you bring your ear to the shoulder, no, the shoulder to the ear. And you spread your fingers and try to lengthen the arms a little bit down. Lift to stand a little bit. Breathing in, breathing out, inhaling, exhaling, and very gentle switch sides. Bring your left hand. The warm up, I'm going to do just 1 set of each exercise, just so you have an idea. But I recommend that you do more than that. Inhale your arm up, interlace your fingers, press your palms up. Take a long deep breath here, long deep breath. Release your hands, make a fist, bring behind your low back, and you do a gentle back bend here, just to warm up the spine. A gentle back bend. Inhaling up, exhaling. Inhale your arms up, elongate your arms, lengthen your arms, spread your fingers wide open. Take a deep breath. Pretend there is a wall here. You're gonna press wall to the side. Really pressing this wall. Breathing in, breathing out, inhaling, exhaling, long deep breath. Release your hands, bring your hands to your hips. Try to find a balance. Straight lift your right leg and flex and point in your toe. Flex and point, flex and point. Find a balance very slowly. Bring your knee towards your chest, interlace your fingers. Find a balance, lift your sternum, take a deep breath here. If it works for you, still holding the left leg, grab your foot, hand in the hip, and just go a little bit. Press your foot back, just to open up a little bit the quads, and coming back to center and release. Take a breath here, still hands in the hips, put the weight over the right foot, Inhaling, lifting, straighten your left leg. Flex and point, flex and point. Once again, do the exercise several times, just to matter to shorten the video. You are doing very small version of that. Inhale, you can flex and point, you can swing your ankles here. Slowly. Start with your knee parallel to each other, lift your sternum, press your foot, and go a little bit forward. This is not a Narajasana, the dancing pose, is just a variation. Separate your feet a little bit wider. Start to make small circles. Here you open the hips, the knees, the ankle. You bring oxygenation for the movable part of the body. Take a breath, come into a neutral position, inhaling the right arm. Just go a little bit, it's the first movement. Spread your fingers, the arm should be over your ears. Take a long deep breath here. Switch side, bring your hand to your left hip, right hip, and inhaling the left arm out. Once again, spread your fingers, take a long deep breath here. Long deep breath. Back to center, step your feet close again. Bend your knees, bring your arms to frame your ears and fold it forward. If your knees bend, it's the first time. Let your arms, head, the shoulder be heavy here. Swing a little bit to one side to the other. And breathe. You can straighten your legs if it works for you. You can bring your hands behind your legs to help to bring your whole toes forward. Coming up, bend your knees, bring your arm to frame your ears, gaze between your hands, take a breath, inhaling up, palms together, hands in the heart, take a long deep breath here, long deep breath. So you're a little bit more warm, you move the joints part of the body. Now we're gonna start with the Surya Namaskar, Sun Salutation. I'm doing sideways so we can have a better view. We start in Tadasana. Take a breath here, inhaling up. Exhaling down. Full breath. Inhaling. This time you bring your arms shoulder height, palm facing down, swan dive halfway down. Chest halfway down, halfway down. Move your hips a little bit forward. Bring your belly in and out. Spread your fingers. Take a breath. Bend your knees. Hands outside the foot. Stepping the right foot back, stepping the left foot back. And you are in the plank. In the plank, your hand should be under the shoulders, press your heels back. Take a breath here, inhaling, exhaling. Looks like very simple movement here, but can be very intense energetically. You lift your right foot and just point your toes back. Just lift your right foot off the floor and point your toes back. Take a breath, bring your right foot back down. Bring your right toes down, inhaling, lift your left toes, point it back. And breathing. Try not to lift the leg, just the foot. Bring your toes back to the floor. Take a breath, slowly, down dog. So, the first down dog. To be gentle here, we're gonna walk the dog. You bend one knee under the belly button and pressing the opposite heel to the floor. This is called walk the dog. Open the hamstring. Breathing in, breathing out, inhaling and exhaling, long deep breath. Letting go the movement, coming to a normal dog here. Straight leg, your heel should be behind your ankles. Take a long deep breath here, long deep breath. Bring your shoulders in the top of the hands again, coming to the top of your toes. Bend your elbows, keep your elbows close to the body, and very slowly you come into Chaturanga Dandasana, and you come into upward facing dog. Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Take a breath, inhaling, exhaling, down dog. Close your eyes, breathing in, breathing out, inhaling, exhaling, long deep breaths here. Long deep breaths. Long deep breaths. Take a breath, lift your gaze. You're gonna step your left foot forward. Take as many steps you need. Bring your back foot in a pigeon toe, your belly in the top of your thighs. Elongate your spine. Arm frame your ears, inhaling up. Take a long deep breath here. And open to Virabhadasana 2 in the left hand side. Gaze over the left hand. Take a long deep breath. Very important here. Your knee should be in the top of your ankle or behind, never forward. You bring your right hip back. The pigeon toe help you. You gaze over the left hand, lengthen your arms, spread your fingers wide open. Take a long deep breath here. Drop your left elbow over the left ear, inhaling the right arm up. The elbow is just here. You're not collapse over the knee. Take a long deep breath here. Long deep breath. Inhaling, exhaling, long deep breath here. Variation here, you can bring your hand to the floor, inside or outside the foot. Take a long deep breath here. Long deep breath. Inhaling up very slowly. Bring your right hand behind the right leg, inhaling the left arm. Take a long deep breath here. Long deep breath. Back to center. Relax the shoulders. You're gonna very gentle pivot in your back toe to facing forward in Virabhadasana 1. Hands in the heart, shoulders back, engage your core, belly in and up, and you step forward. Close your eyes for a second. Take a long deep breath here. Long deep breath. We just did one set just to have idea how you can get your body so warm doing yoga here. We did only one set and the body is already warm and it's a little windy. It's not so cold, so warm. So we're gonna do another sequence of Surya Namaskar. Inhaling up, exhaling, full breath here. When you inhale, your palms facing up. When you exhale, your palms facing down. Inhaling up. Once again, bring your arms shoulder height. So bring your arms shoulder height, palms facing down. Swan dive halfway down. Move the hips forward, relax your neck, bend your knees, bring your hands outside the foot, stepping foot back. Once again, hands under the shoulders. Take a breath here, inhaling, exhaling, down dog. A little variation here can be very intense. You're lifting the left heel, put the weight over the left hand, swing your right hand, you can grab behind the hamstring, behind the knee, the chin, or under the foot, and turning sideways here. This is very intense. And breathing. Long deep breath here. Releasing. Bring your right hand back. Bend in the right knee. Swing in the right hand. And once again, in the opposite side. Take a long deep breath. Release the hand. Coming back to normal dog. Adjust yourself in the dog here. Make all the adjustment work for you. Take a long deep breath. Long deep breath. Once again, coming back to the plank. Adjust the foot. Coming to the top of the toes. Take a breath here. Chaturanga Dandasana. Keep your elbows, very important, close to the body. Pressing forward in up dog. Take a long deep breath here. Long deep breath. Inhaling, exhaling, down dog. Close your eyes. Take a long deep breath here. Long deep breath. We're gonna step the right foot forward. Adjust your foot, bring between your hands. Drop in the back foot in the pigeon toe. Belly in the thighs. Elongate your spine. Inhaling up. So you are in Virabhadasana 1. Open to the right hand side in Virabhadasana 2. Once again, look at your knee. Adjust your hip. Gaze over the right hand. Take a long deep breath here. Long deep breath. Inhaling, going to the side. Drop in the right hand. Right elbow over the right knee. Inhaling, the left arm over the left ear. And breathing, long deep breath here. Once again, the variation, you can drop your hands inside or outside. Depend the openness you have in your body. Straight line for the right hand to your left hand. Take a breath here, inhaling up. Counter stretch here, left hand behind the left leg. Inhaling the right arm. Back to Virabhadasana 2. Relax your shoulder. Gonna pivot in your back toes, facing forward in Virabhadasana. You sunk a little bit if it works for you. Hands in the heart, shoulders back, palms together. If you need more support, you can put both hands in the top of the knee or just stepping forward. Take a long deep breath here. Long deep breath. I just did one sequence. We did the right side, the left side, and the right side. This can be very intense. You can do 3 or 4 those sequences. Is enough to be a class for you. So today I'm gonna do a short class just for you can practice this sequence As I say, in Surya Namaskar salutation, you can do several times. I'm gonna do just one standing pose. So I'm gonna go back to the floor. Take a breath here, inhale your arms up, palms together, bring your hands in your heart in the prayer position. Relax your shoulders back, take a breath, lift your heels, get yourself taller, press your heels against each other, and once again, we're coming down in Malasana. Malasana is a prayer position. Bring your shoulders back, take a long deep breath here. Bring your knees forward, hands in the top of the knee, lengthen your spine. You can bring your right hand outside the left knee, bring your left shoulder back, swing your left hand behind the left shoulder, behind your low back, sorry. Try to grab anywhere near the right thigh. Bring your left shoulder, bring your chin off the shoulder, gaze over the left shoulder. Bring your eye to the left hand side of your eye socket. Slowly coming back to center, both hands in the top of knee, elongate the spine. Left hand outside the right knee, swing your right hand behind your low back, bring your shoulder back, chin over the shoulder, eye to the right side of the eye socket. And breathing. Back to center, take a breath, and we come into laying your back here. You come into Tadasana. Tadasana is L-shaped pose. Elongate your spine. Take a breath here. We're gonna do a little spinal twist. Cross your left foot, grab the knee, elongate your spine. Take a long deep breath here. Long deep breath. Going to the opposite side, crossing the leg. Grab the knee towards the chest. Swing your right hand behind your low back. Bring your left hand outside the knee, the elbow. Bring your shoulder back. Your foot is flexed, and you gaze over the right shoulder. Back to center. Both hands in the opposite side. A little foot twist. Straight the leg. Shake the leg. Going to the opposite side. Grab the knee. Elongate your spine. Swing your left hand behind your low back. Make sure your foot is flat, either the hand, the elbow, or the elbow outside the knee. And a little spinal twist. Back to center. Straight the leg. Shake the leg. Once again, just because I want to do the 15 minutes this class, we're going to do a very short version here. Lay in your back. Let your body melt and down to the floor. Totally let the gravity bring your body to the floor. Arms parallel to your body, palms facing down. Take a breath. Bend your right knee, interlace your fingers. Bring your knees towards your chest. Keep your feet flat. Take a long deep breath here. This is Pavanamukhatasana, the wind release pose. Close your eyes or have a soft gaze. Take a long deep breath here. Long breath. And release. Take a breath here. Bend your left knee. Interlace your fingers. Release your belly and your low back to the floor. Make sure your head rests in the middle of the back of the head. And breathing. Long deep breath here. Long deep breath. Release. Take a breath. Bend your right knee. Take a breath. Bring your left ankle in the top of the right knee. Open your arms shoulder height, palms facing down. Move the knee away from the body. Move the inner thigh away from the hip bone. Arms shoulder height, palms facing down, and very slowly you're going with the foot to the floor in the right hand side, and you gaze the left. Take a long deep breath. Long deep breath. Very slowly inhaling up. Take a breath. We're going to the opposite side. And you gaze your right hand this time. Do not press, just go as much as you can to the sides without pressure. Inhaling up. Coming back to center. Release your left foot back to the floor. Take a breath. Relax your belly and your low back to the floor. Cross your right ankle in the top of the left knee. Take a breath here. Inhale it slowly. The foot going towards the floor in the left hand side, and you gaze your right hand. Take a breath here. Inhaling, exhaling. Long deep breath. Inhaling up. Take a breath. Exhaling. Going to the opposite side. And breathing. Long deep breath here. release. Take a breath. Straight your legs, shake your body. Take a long deep breath. Once again, bring your arms parallel to your body, palms facing down. Bend your knees. Make sure your ankles close to your buttocks. Make sure your knees is aligned with your hips. We go into the bridge here. Take a breath and very slow start to lift in the hips. Lift and lift. Walk your shoulder blade close to each other. Interlace your fingers, and you have more room to lifting your hips a little bit more. The last adjustment, you bring your sternum towards your chin. Close your eyes, so have a soft gaze. Situbadasana, the bridge. Breathing in, breathing out. Ideally, you stayed here more than a minute. Very intense pose, very energetic. You build a lot of energy here. That's why we do those more intensive poses in the end of the class. Release your hands and very slowly coming down, very slowly, vertical by vertical coming down. When you're coming down, bring your knees towards your chest, hug your knees, bring your head up, move your knees a little bit to one side to the other so you release the tension in your low back. And straight your legs. Let your body melt and down for a second. Take a long deep breath here. Long deep breath. Coming down to the side. I'm gonna do a last pose here. This pose is more advanced. I don't suggest for anybody to do it, but I'm gonna do just a demo so you can learn it. Pretend there is a wall here, and you're gonna practice the headstand, which is the king of the pose against the wall. There is several adjustments, is very important. Once again, just do that. If you have a lot of experience in yoga, you feel very confident. And practice, if you've never done, practice against the wall because you're never gonna fall to the side. First step, bring your elbows to the floor. You interlace your fingers. You know the side angle here because you bring your hands in the middle of your triceps here. So that's the distance the elbow will be under the shoulder. Interlace your fingers, take a breath. First, you bring your forehead to the floor. Curl your toes, lift your knees, and you're gonna walk very slowly, pretend you're going down dog. You kick one leg and the other, and you're lifting in the headstand. You are not collapsed over the shoulder, you're lifting, your toes pointing to the ceiling. Find a balance here. Once again, I told you, if you have a wall there, you can kick one leg, and here you can do several poses here. Just breathe all the time. Take a breath here. So you can do several poses from the headstand here. You can do even the three here on your heel. Take a breath. We're gonna attempt to do the scorpion here, a variation of the scorpion. Once again, this is more advanced. You release your fingers, find a balance with your hands flat, lift your head from the floor. Once again, there was just a tent. So this is a way to come into headstand. Once again, you're gonna practice against the wall, and you kick one leg first, then you kick the other one. I kick both legs because I have more experience, but that's the way to learn. I highly recommend not doing that unless you have a lot of experience in yoga. This is a more advanced pose. So let's close your eyes here for finish the class. Let your hands rest in the knees, in the top of the knee with the palms facing up in the mudra. Elongate your spine. Take a breath here. Close your eyes so have a soft gaze. Bring your chin towards your sternum. Take a long deep breath here. It's a beautiful wind here. Let the wind let it go. The only control of your breath. Just close your eyes. Embrace all the noise, all the surrounding you. Just focus in the breath. Just pay attention to the breath. Pay attention to the quality of the breath. Pay attention how shallow is your breath today. The more you focus on the breath, the more your mind coming down to a quiet place. So focus on the breath. Every time a thought comes, don't pay attention to your thoughts, let it go. The minute you focus on the thought, they stay on and generate more thought. When you don't pay attention to your thought, you just focus on the breath, the more deep you go in the quietness of your being. Stay between 3 to 5 minutes, or even more if it works for you. And to finish up, bring your hands in the prayer position, elongate your spine, palms together, take a breath here, and namaste. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoy, you can subscribe to the channel, and thank you very much.